one is the normal heating mode, and the other one is the abnormal heating mode.
Yes.
So, for example, let's start from the top. It goes from top to bottom. To begin with, the control has main power on, so the furnace has power going to it, and the burners are off. And if for some reason the sequence of operation goes
One more
out of
video and
order,
I'm done for tonight.
right
I'm
here,
ready for
every
bed.
single box tells you what the furnace will do step by step. So, for example, if for some reason the burners are on, the gas valve would turn off, the inducer would come on, the indoor blower would turn on, and sequence holds until no flame is sensed, or the main power is interrupted. And for every single abnormal scenario, it tells you in these boxes right here what error code will be flashing. There's a lot of information crammed into little boxes, so they do abbreviate a lot. You'll probably notice that if you read through it. But anyways, let's go back to our normal heating mode and just go through from top to bottom and just see how this furnace runs. So with this furnace, the very first thing it'll do, and this is most furnaces, is they will do a control self-check to make sure that all the limits are closed, the pressure switch is open, the flame rollout is closed, and the LED on the control board is blinking a slow flash rate, which means that the furnace is idle or in standby mode. And once the thermostat calls for heat, the LED light will start to blink fast, and then the furnace does a quick pre-check to see if the pressure switch is open. It's a normally open switch, but sometimes they get stuck closed. If it is stuck closed, then the furnace will not proceed and the igniter will not start to glow. So for example, if the pressure switch is not open, it says no right here, it tells you right here that the gas valve, the inducer, and the blower will turn off. And sequence holds until pressure switch closes or thermostat resets control. And this particular Lennox model has two diagnostic lights. That's why it says 1 is off and 2 is flashing. So once it does a check and makes sure that the pressure switch is open, the inducer motor will get energized and it'll come on. The pressure switch will close, and the inducer motor will do a pre-purge for 15 seconds. And at that point, there will be a trial for ignition, which just means that your hot surface igniter will start to glow, or if you have a spark igniter, it'll start to spark, and your main gas valve will open and light the burner. The burners will stay on for 10 seconds to see if the flame sensor will sense the flame. If the control board gets the signal that the flame is on, it'll continue to run and preheat the furnace, and then it'll energize the blower motor after it's been preheating for 45 seconds. And then while the furnace is heating, the burners are on, all the limits need to stay closed, and the pressure switch needs to stay closed as well. If that does not happen, for example, let's say your furnace is overheating and your limit trips, it tells you right here on the right side, no, what will happen? So the gas valve will turn off, the inducer will turn off, and the blower will stay on until that limit recloses. And then it'll be showing you an error code of LED 1 flashing and LED 2 steady on. But in a normal heating cycle, both of these will stay closed until the thermostat opens up, or until it's satisfied, your house warms up. And then the LED on your control board will once again start to blink a slow flash rate instead of the fast one. The inducer motor will turn off, and your blower motor will stay on to cool off the furnace for 60, 90, 120.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Good night. Peace. Good night.